everybody? I'm here today to talk to you about 5 reverse camera secrets that you should know about. In this video, I'll be going over 5 secrets that you can use for your reverse camera, and everyone should know about these secrets. Let's get right into the video. So this is the reverse camera on my Honda CR-V EXL trim level, okay? I love this reverse camera, and I wanted to use this for the demonstration. Now, other reverse cameras might be different, but they're probably going to be very similar with regards to the things that I'm going to be talking about, okay? So let's get right into it. And I have some notes off to the side over here. So if you hear me moving this piece of paper, it's just because I'm sort of feathering through the notes to sort of stay on track with the video. So secret number 1 is that there's usually going to be different views for different things. Now you can see the view that I'm on right now is sort of the widest view. It gives you the most broad perspective. You can see all of the parking lines that I can see there for the parking spaces, okay? This is going to be more of a narrow view that is useful for sort of reversing in a straight line. And then this is going to be an overhead view, which is useful for stopping before a certain milestone. So you can see right at the bottom there, that little line there is actually my rear bumper, that tiny, not the frame, but right above the frame. That's my rear bumper, the edge of my rear bumper. So this will allow me to stop directly before I hit anything. Sorry about that, or just directly in line with anything, okay? So that's the first secret. Use the different views because they're useful for different things. Secret number 2, okay, and I'll go to the broad view for this one right here. Secret number 2 is turning the steering wheel in reverse will actually usually move the lines. So if I turn the steering wheel to the right, you can see the lines are showing me where I'm going to be heading while reversing if the steering wheel is turned this much. And if I go back to the center, that's what it looks like. I'm just going to scratch my eye. Sorry about that. I had an eye itch that I had to deal with. And I also have a forehead itch now that I'm talking about it. And then if I turn the steering wheel to the left, you can see that line moves. Those lines move to show me the direction that I'm going to be heading in. And it's very, very useful, extremely useful for reversing to the right or to the left, okay? Secret number 3 is that each of these lines means something. Now, it's going to be different in each car. Most of the time, you're going to have a line that will depict the trunk sort of opening distance. So you're going to have a line that will show you how far out the trunk will open but when it opens up. And then you're going to have other lines that show you a certain number of feet. Now, I cannot recall the exact distances for each of these, but I believe that the intervals are the same. And that's because as it gets further away, the line gap gets smaller. So you can see from here to the first line is pretty big. From there to the second line is kind of small. And then from there to the third line is really small. So I believe that the number of feet that each gap represents is the same number of feet for each gap, okay? I just don't remember what the number was, okay? But you're gonna have to check your owner's manual because I believe that most manufacturers will have different numbers, but the same theory that you're gonna have line markings that indicate how many feet or meters away from something you are, away from each line, okay? Number 4, cleaning the reverse camera lens makes a massive difference, okay? Now, I clean my reverse camera lens. I try to clean it like every couple weeks whenever I wash the car, okay? But in the winter time, within a couple of days, the screen gets so dirty and you can barely see anything just within a couple of days, okay? So make it a habit that if your camera does not look crystal clear like this, even now I can tell it's ever so slightly dusty, but if your camera does not look crystal clear, just walk to the back and use a microfiber cloth to clean it. It's like just a wipe of a cloth. But what you can also do, and this is what I do when I don't have a cloth with me, I just go with my finger and I just rub the camera lens with my finger. It takes 2 seconds. Yes, my finger gets a little bit dirty, but I don't care. It helps me reverse, so it's worth it at the end of the day. Lastly is number 5, which is don't only rely on your reverse camera to reverse. You know, reverse cameras are great, but unfortunately, ever since they've come out, fewer people have looked around while reversing because they think the camera is going to show them everything. Yeah, sure, your camera shows you a lot, but you can't see everything else. So you need to look at the reverse camera, use it to your advantage since you have it, but also look all around the car. So also make sure that you are looking out your windows, through your 3 mirrors, okay, and out the front windshield and also out the rear windshield. windshield. So you want to make sure you're looking out all of those directions as well, not only the reverse camera. That's it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.